Don't look at who other institutional investors are coming in the round, or who other institutional investors are who have already backed. I personally believe in my own conviction, right? There could be hard times for founders. Of late, I've started admiring Hustle Fund. And the reason that I admire is because of the speed and the decisiveness.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel startuplanes.com. I am Pranjal Jaiswal and I take interviews of various angel investors of India. Today we have with us Mr. Abdul Peravengal. He is the ex-CFO and CBO at Shippers, an operator with over 10 years of experience. He is an active sector and stage angel investor with over 75 investments in the past 3 years. Some of his successful investments include BlueSmart, CrowFarm, Fleetex, Fable, Unbox Robotics and Thinkable. With this, let's dive into the video. I am Pranjal Jaiswal from Startup Lanes and we are really grateful to have you here. I would request you to introduce yourself.
Hi Pranjal, thanks for having me here. To quickly introduce myself, I'm based out of Jakarta, Indonesia, been here for the last 2.5 years. I, till June of last year, used to be the CFO and CPO at Shipper. It's a logistics startup backed by Sequoia, DST, Caspers, and so on. Prior to which, I worked with multiple other startups, including Oyo, Delivery, and so on. Been an angel investor for the last 3 odd years, have a portfolio of about 75 plus startups across India, Southeast Asia, and the US.
So my first question for you, sir, what is your investing philosophy?
It's the founders. I prefer to back founders who are either second-time founders or ex-VCs turned founders, or somebody who's worked at a C-level or a senior position in a high-growth startup and turning out to be new set of founders. That's what I look at largely.
What has been the most important investing lesson you have learned so far?
For me, it is the fact that don't look at who other institutional investors are coming in the round, or who other institutional investors are who have already backed. I personally believe in my own conviction, right? There could be hard times for founders, but and there could be bad times for companies that have already been backed by the best of VC. So yeah, that's the only probable learning at this point.
Which has been your best investment till date?
If I had to pick one, it would definitely be Fleetex, which is a SaaS company.
Can you share any investing mistake that you have made and the lessons we can learn from them?
I think it would be for anyone new into investing, start with smaller ticket size, build your own thesis, and ensure that you have direct founders network before going all in, right? Else heartbreaks could be highly probable. Yeah.
Is there any particular author or investor who has a significant influence in your investing perspective, sir?
Of late, I've started admiring Hustle Fund. And the reason that I admire is because of the speed and the decisiveness that they bring in, and that makes you feel so good, as a founder. Yeah.
What would be your advice for entrepreneurs seeking funds?
Fundraising is a full-time job. Ensure you have the bandwidth for it. That's the first thing. Second is, don't ever try convincing someone who's not interested. You rather would spend that energy on someone else.
Do you invest in specific sectors? If yes, then which are they?
No, I am sector and stage agnostic, but for a while, I kind of have started staying away from EdTech and D2C.
What are your views about the startup ecosystem in India?
Closer to getting highly mature. It definitely is highly brutal, competitive, and only people with significant perseverance and focused execution ability will kind of stand out of the clutter.
What, according to you, is more important? Team, idea, traction, etc.?
Team, that's it.
So, any specific reason, sir?
No, I think ideas are a bunch, right? Even the best of founders will get 10 ideas every day, right? Traction, you might have traction today. That traction could be a disaster tomorrow for whatever reason, right? Even not in your control, right? If you have a great team, they'll figure out what to do as they go along. Yeah.
What, according to you, is the perfect time for a startup to raise funds? Concept stage, very early stage, growth stage, or stable stage?
It depends, right? If you're looking at institutional money, you would rather raise at growth stage. But if you're looking to raise from angels, the sweet time for me would be early stage, but post product market fit.
What is the value addition that a founder gets with your investments?
It's largely connects to other investors, which includes some of the institutional investors, connects to enterprises for sales, partnership opportunities. But more than that, I usually invest in Forget. But I would be available for any other, founder for the founder when they really want it. So I would say it's just a good friend who wouldn't really waste your time and respects your time, actually. Yeah.
Would you like to share any of your recent investments and why did you select them?
Recent investment, I've done a bunch of them recently, but one that I'm super passionate about of all that compared to the others would probably be Crib. It's a prop tech SaaS platform built by two 24-year-olds. The passion that they bring, the learning that they have, and the way they're doing this made it a deal that I really wanted to get in.
Is there anyone you would like to thank for supporting you in investments?
For me, first is Tushar and the larger Dexter Angels team. Definitely people at Java Capital. They've been good friends, helping me build out my own thesis and structure things. Yeah.
What is your feedback on startuplanes.com?
I think startup investment opportunities are largely towards the top 1%, floating around within the top 1%, which should not be the case, right? It's not only for investments, but also for startups, right? It's Startup Lanes is doing is the fact that trying to ensure that everyone can enter slightly faster, easier, friction-free, which is super important. Else, I think that's exactly where Startup Lanes has done really well.
So can you share any of your original quotes?
I'm not a guy who really codes well, but don't just take capital, take all the help you need, be shameless in asking for help.
So which are the first three slides that you look in a pitch deck?
Team, product/solution, and fundraise.
So how do you define a startup?
It's difficult, but it would probably be the most, an unstructured world, but a team with passion above normal levels, willing to hustle every day.
So my last question for you is, what are the attributes of an entrepreneur?
Perseverance, shamelessness, and clarity of thought.
Thank you, sir. It was really great having you here. Indeed, it was a fruitful session.
Thank you. Have a great day.